Now, Nate's here today to explain what he has going on with his vertical product, and he's just going to talk to us a little bit about how it's effective in growing vegetables in a limited amount of space.
Great. So we use zip grow towers, use vertical hydroponic towers, and you can use them in aquaponic systems, hydroponic systems, however. But we basically hang these things up. Plants are planted between the two pieces of media, and they grow out. And we stack these up in greenhouses typically, or when we do like warehouse setups, they go on racks all facing central aisle, and we just run lights up and down those racks. And these are about the most spatially efficient way to grow food that I certainly know of.
Okay. So Nate, are there any limitations as far as length, amount of vegetables? What are the limitations when you're dealing with a vertical system?
So limitations are, big statured plants like to fall over a lot. So sometimes you have to trellis some things up. You have to help them out there. We focus on short statured crops, and we take crops that have traditionally been larger statured, and we basically dwarf them, or we deal with them in a way that makes them smaller in stature. So they can support their own weight. That's really the big thing, almost anything will grow in these things. You don't want to be growing like a tree or something, but it will grow. We have yet to run into something that won't grow, including some pretty crazy things, but no, it's a lot of fun. You can grow just about anything.
Okay. So we've been following Nate, and Bright Agrotech is his company. Hundreds of videos on YouTube, online. You can find him anywhere and look at what he's doing. Now, what I like to know is, how is aquaponics going to fit in what's typically you're known for hydroponics, right, with vertical gardens. But since this aquaponic boom is happening, how are you integrating aquaponics with your vertical systems?
Right, so most vertical systems are designed specifically for hydro.
Okay.
And that means they don't handle solids very well, and they can be a little finicky when it comes to changes in air temperature, that kind of thing. These are aeroponic systems, or these are media-based systems that just, you load them with solids and they just clog up, and you'll have anaerobic conditions, you'll have dead plants. So this tower is special in that the media is about 93% air, and so it's highly aerobic. The plants are always happy, and it just keeps the plants a lot healthier when you're loading a lot of solids in your solution. So you're not filtering. You can just dump your fish solids right into the top of here, break it up in your solution. This will filter them all out. Red worms do great in these things, so the red worms can be used to help break some things down, speed up your cycling. And there's just a lot of microbes that can colonize these as well. So.
Okay, awesome. So tell the folks back in California, where can they find you? If you want to find Nate and watch his videos, other than YouTube, where can the folks find you?
You bet. So we have tons of free resources. Almost everything we do is free. We've got tons of webinars that go into kind of the nitty-gritty of finding your market and figuring out how to sell what you're producing. Okay. Different markets, different techniques, different ways to grow, whether it's hydro, whether it's aquaponics, all that stuff. YouTube, our blog, our website, brightagrotech.com. And Vertical Food Blog is our blog.
Awesome.
And just check out all the resources. We got a lot out there.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for your time, Nate. Do me a favor, look in that camera and say, there's a plant for that.
There's a plant for that.
Thank you. What direction is this going to go in, and what kind of future does aquaponic have for our country and the world?
Well, I think it's going to be a really important part of the food production system. And I think what we're seeing is food is becoming more and more urban. So it's becoming less and less of a country thing where someone you don't know out in the middle of nowhere is producing it and putting it on a truck to you. It's going to be next door. It's going to be on the sides of our buildings. It's going to be in warehouses. It's going to be in our backyards. And as that happens, as that shift takes place, we're going to see a lot of amazing things happen. So I think aquaponics is going to play a big role in that. I mean, people are using our stuff on the sides of towers and warehouses, you name it. Just amazing things are happening. So I think the future is very bright.
Awesome. Thank you.